Hello, guys. Hello, elegant ladies. Welcome back. It's your girl, Francess. I hope you're having a nice time out there. I'd like to welcome you to another interesting topic with me on Real Talk Show. Today, we're going to be talking about the career woman versus the family woman, the stay home moms, the housewives, as we popularly tag them. In this recent generation, there has been this subtle tug of war between the career woman and the stay home moms as to who is more valuable, or as to who is better than the other, or as to who is living her highest potential as a woman. So, today, this is what we're going to be talking about, and I want to encourage you guys to shake this table with me in the comment section below. Thank you by saying that being female, being a woman alone it's a whole lot. Like, it's a whole lot being female. I mean, going from growing up in an environment where your opinion counts for less, down to the pangs of childbearing, down to the pangs of labor. I mean, that's only for the strong, okay? How about in between menstrual cramps that we feel, or the hormonal changes in our bodies after childbearing? I mean, we lose our trim figures to become like a little more weighty, and even if you want to get back to how you used to be, man, it will take you a lot of it will take you a lot of workouts and having to deprive yourself all those things that you really just want to eat. Like, you begin to diet to actually keep that shape of your youth. So what about the obvious house chores, the obvious basic house duties that it is the basic house duties of a woman? You know, all of this. So being a woman is actually for the strong, and we should actually be proud of ourselves as women to actually be women. So kudos to every young woman, and old woman, and young girl out there. I mean, you're doing a great job being you. Seeing how strong we are individually as women, why do we still try to compare between the career woman and the housewife? Who is doing better or who is doing more? Probably the career women feel like they have to deal with work and the home front as well, so it makes them stronger or better. In my opinion, I don't really think so. I feel like everybody is assigned to different tasks on earth. Like, everybody's assignment is not the same thing. So we shouldn't even be out there comparing as to who is doing better than the other. Everyone is called differently to different assignments, and are given different measure of strength to deal with whatever it is your life calling. Everyone is not called to be out there in the business or in the working class world. You get, and everyone can't be stay home moms or stay home wives. And this is so serious that if you even come amongst young girls trying to decide what path to take in life, they try to compare the older generation that they look up to. And you hear people say stuff like, oh, she got married so early without even discovering what it is she wanted for her life, and now she's a housewife, waiting for her husband to establish her in one business or the other. And then you hear the other parties say stuff like, she was out there pursuing the money and this and that, and now she's 30 or she's 35 or 40 with all the money, the car, and this, and she's not even married. And I'm not even sure any man is going to marry her. I mean, it's like they're even scared of getting married to her because she has money and she's bossy, and so many things that people argue about these two categories of women stops to think that it's possible that that career woman that we actually see had so much responsibility on her, like her family had to depend on her for survival, so she just had to be out there focusing on pursuing her goals and her career so that her family can live, you know? Or what about the fact that her destiny mate was probably going to be someone who probably struggles at some point in his financial life, and she's definitely going to be of help to the man, you know. So it's possible that this is why life actually put her out there early in her career life, to have something to hold on to be able to support her husband. It's also possible that the girl who was positioned to get married early would probably be facing an early menopause. I mean, I'm just giving an example of possibilities. The basic thing is that everyone is called differently, everyone's timeline is different, and whenever you arrive to wherever it is you are, that is the time you are meant to have arrived. You have arrived just on time. Roles are more valuable than the other. They both serve their different purposes. For young girls discovering their purpose before marriage for so many different reasons. I advocate for that. But the fact still remains that a lot of them won't. And there's really nothing we can do about it. A lot of people are going to get married before they even discover what it is they want for their lives. These are just the peculiarities of life. And so I believe that this is actually the beauty of life. Wherever it is you are at the time you are there, these are actually the beauty of life. And it makes more sense to enjoy whatever it is life has placed you at a given point in time. Yes, the career woman probably gets to establish her business quite early before marriage. If possible, she also attains a certain degree of financial independence and freedom for herself before marriage, which is fantastic. Also, the family woman, the housewife, gets to start bearing her children early in life. She gets to actually raise them and nurture them her own way. She gets to inculcate in them the kind of habits she wants her children to adapt, you know. And when her children are all grown up to a certain age, she can then decide for herself if she actually wants to pursue her career dreams or not. The career woman, on the other hand, when eventually she gets married, has to deal with managing her business and managing the home front. And sometimes this can make her hands really full, that she sought the aids of nannies or probably relations to help her in taking care of her kids. And then you begin to wonder, I didn't teach my child this. Where did they pick this up from? So the both of them have their pros and cons, and none of them is actually better than the other. The other reason I actually find this argument kind of baseless is because the world has really gone so digital that you can actually stay at home and run your business. You can actually stay at home and start your business. Take advantage of the digital markets, the digital office, and do your thing. I mean, there are a lot of young girls getting married and establishing their businesses simultaneously with the support of their spouses. So, if as a housewife, you discover there's something you really have a passion for and you really want to do, by all means, discuss this with your spouse, and hopefully he's going to encourage you on that path. And then take advantage of your phone, your laptops, and all of that, and start online, start at home. And if, as a career woman, you want to actually have a family of your own, then create the time for that. Create the time, position yourself where you will be found, and then create the time for this family that you want to start, for this family that you want to have. I'd love to leave this piece of advice for young girls who are trying to decide their path in life. It is very wise to spend the better part of your youth discovering yourself, discovering what you're really passionate about, and taking steps towards realizing them before marriage. Because once you get married, the chances are that your spouse will probably have to condition what you become, because now you are a married woman and you just have to put your spouse's opinion into consideration and do what he wants you to do. Except you are very lucky to be married to a very understanding and supportive spouse who wants you to be yourself completely, who wants you to be everything that you can be for yourself and be happy. But apart from that, being your single stage and your growing stage is like the best time for you to figure out who you are, figure out who you want to be. When any man comes along at this point in your life, he is accepting you for who you are now. Yeah. And when you at the end of the day, life na turn by turn. Oparoge ya oda. Okay? Nobody better pass. Now God they bless everybody. Now God they make things. Now God they make everything on marama. Yeah. So this brings me to the end of this video. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that either of these categories of women is better than the other? Leave your comments below. And also leave some sort of encouragement for young girls out there who are trying to actually discover their path in life. Stay elegant, ladies. Wish everybody well. Spread some love. Empower your women friends. Empower each other. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done that. Thank you for sharing this video because I know you will. So our roundup is saying, let's celebrate our femininity and encourage and empower each other to be the best, higher version of ourselves. We as women should actually be building each other up because there's so much power. There's so much power in women coming together for a cause. And I hope we'll be able to build a community of these strong women through this channel. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.